Hi, welcome to another narration of TCG Card Simulator. Let's go ahead and get started. Thank you for tuning in. Today's episode is pre-titled. Let's look it up. It is Legendary Ring. Good God. Or, I'm sorry. I'll be excited to see. The morning not doing too bad from what I am seeing. Yeah, first, this was nice. I appreciate seeing this content. 136 attack. That's insane. I appreciate it. So yeah. Uh, thank you for tuning in to this episode. Hope you've been enjoying the series. I am sorry for the delay. I honestly forgot last night New Year's Eve, and the day kind of watched the day kind of came up, which is super fun. It's a roguelike restaurant manager sort of. Ooh, 88. Nice. But it plays kind of like a roguelike restaurant manager. I think the game is good. We were playing that a little bit today too, and we were getting a little more comfortable with the. Ooh, that's awesome. 85 bucks. Nice. We were getting a little more comfortable with the conveyor belts and stuff, and uh, make it automatic and stuff. So that is a fun adventure uh, that we've part- have been partaking in. Maybe I can make like a side couple video or something. Really enjoy it with and it's just me. Well, to get that, again, we can also play it on the computer. We've been playing it on the Switch. We can also play it. Just see what we do. Have one of them here. Below. Oh, holy shit! $1,000 reward. Rounded up, of course. That's awesome. Sorry for again trying to keep this more of the PG 13. Again, sorry for the language. Definitely gonna grade that. That was awesome. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Create some ghost cards. Fantastic. That would really help this. No wonder we get this through all the legendary stuff. Um, but yeah. Some fun things that we've. I don't think I actually sent those off, did I? I don't think I did. Am I holding off? Probably waiting. I have like one day left on that TCG thing, so I'm probably waiting on that. That's right then. So I'm actually gonna hit pause on the video for a second. Give me 1 second. Sorry about this. Alright, and I'm back. Sorry about that. had to use a little voice room. Wouldn't be an issue if I had a co-host. Um, Currently trying to work on that, but sometimes it just doesn't work out that way, and that's fine. So yeah, today we are just seeing if I don't know. I was looking at filters, effects. I don't really know. I don't really know what any of them do, and I'm not looking them up right now. So I am. Oh, I was trying to figure out to see if there was anything I could do as far as making it louder or anything, because I have the best position here, but in a position, and it's working out recording again. Thank you for your patience for all of that. I really do appreciate it. Um, Tomorrow I will be editing my aggro deck on my Locana deck. I took it. Me and a friend went to a shop yesterday and we played against each other, and I have come to terms that my best chance of succeeding at any set champions is using that deck. And he made a recommendation of um, taking out some cards and uh, just full fledged aggro. I have some kind of will be late game. There's a 6 cost card that's Lil John that he can quest for 3. Questing, for those who don't know, is how you point in the game, and he can quest for 3, and you can do what's called boosting, which is a new mechanic of the game, uh, where you can ready him. Ready him means to untap him, and so he can quest for 3, and then you can boost him once, and then he can quest for 3 more, and then there are a few other cards in my deck that would allow me to do it multiple times. Like, if, God forbid, that's the way it went, I could potentially, one, boost 6 times. I could potentially have him quest for a total of 18 points, which almost guarantees me the game, but I don't like my ah, I'm playing on cat player. Which me and my no quest one. Wait, quest for 1. Boost. 1 card. 2 card. 3 card. 4 card. Yeah, that's, I guess that is masterpiece. I'm like, it's late. I'm tired. Yes. Especially for 18, it would be insane. It's not what I ever expect from him. The least I am ever hoping for is maybe just the 9 points. Because I'm hoping to have 1 page out and then his boost and stuff. But he gets locked out of that so often. He either gets bounced back in my hand, he gets uh put it nice and well. He gets told that he can't quest the next turn. There's just so many ways to lock him out. It just doesn't pan out that way. So tomorrow I'm going to look through the cards I have, um, and request some cards. Zach said he would be willing to help me out, as aggro as possible. Because there was one time I won by such a landslide, and I don't know if he pointed. If he pointed, he barely did. Like it was such an amazing game, and that can kind of happen on average the way it is now. It's pretty fantastic. And I really like that deck. Um, Excited to see where it goes. The deck I have agreed with my kid, the her deck going forward, but for the set champions, assuming she is going, because it's the more easy to play deck. And if that's the case, if that's the one she's going with the one that she's going with me to Hinlayer, I really want to train her up and get her prepared. Because I would really hate for her to have this awesome deck in it to not upgrade because she's so new to it. And it's not me trying to be mean or anything. I love my kid, but she just doesn't practice enough. Um, yeah, that's what I'm looking at. What I'm doing with my life. I had a couple job interviews that both flopped, unfortunately, which is fine. It's to be expected. Try to keep trying to do at least this. This makes me feel like I'm being semi-productive at least. Now, because I didn't upload yesterday and I went ahead and uploaded um another Dead Rising, I might go ahead and try to balance it out by also narrating an episode tomorrow as well. I'll be doing today. So tomorrow's episode might have some more complications, but that's fine. Some family aggro, if you will. Oops. For New Year's, we also played one of my favorite games, Talisman. Um, and my family not only indulged me in playing the game, but also indulged me in allowing me to kind of narrate it like it's a story. Um, almost like we were playing Dungeons and Dragons, and we were having fun. I did a really mean thing to Aurora, and I ended up taking it back with the pretext of, "Hey, now you're aware that this can happen. Next time, it will happen if I'm able to make it happen to you. Like, it's just how the game is played. Sometimes you do mean things to your opponent, but it's all part of the game." Which was um, in the game Talisman, you are trying to find a talisman. You can either find it randomly in the main deck, or you can do a quest to earn one, or you can steal one from another player. Um, ever, God forbid, um, we did have more players, that would definitely be a thing to do. And I had an opportunity. I already had one, but I had the opportunity to steal hers, and then I dropped it. And it felt bad. I know it felt bad. It was a really jerk move. And then she would either have to go get it from where I dropped it because I wasn't even near her when I got it, or she would have to go get a new one. And she was kind of on her way to win. She ended up winning. And I think she could have probably had ended up winning anyway, um, regardless of all that. But I didn't want that to be. It was the first time she played this game, not in a Harry Potter way. Like I said, it's one of my favorite games. I enjoy playing it. I enjoy the storytelling, the idea of it. I look forward to playing it again. I'm hoping that I can maybe sometime convince some of my Wakanda friends to indulge me in playing it as a group. I would, of course, the first time that we play together, I would plan on having it where it's kind of like you get to pick your class and blah blah blah. But there is at least a couple classes I feel like are just so overpowered that simply being them can kind of can mean you win the game. One of them being the one that I thought it was being. Because it's so cool. Um, oh, I digress. There are certain rules you can put in place. We kind of put a couple of those rules in place for the Harry Potter one from my family, where I don't necessarily let them pick what they're going to be. It's kind of random. That way, they can kind of experiment with other characters. Yes, each character in Harry Potter has two sides to their character card, and you can kind of pick what side of the card you're going to be. There's kind of a different skill set for them, and I think it's a really neat idea and a good idea for um for like a talisman game that's specific to like a genre like Harry Potter. I once heard that there were um different um different versions. I'm actually actively trying to look them up to see if I can't find them. Oh geez, the first edition is being sold for $750. No thank you. No thank you to any of that. I actually really like the newest edition. I like the cool changes that they made. I have played since any of that. I've gone That's interesting. I thought there's like an art uh I would very much be interested in. I forgot entirely that. Oh, sorry. started getting smart about how to buy stuff too, which is nice. Yeah, Harry Potter Kingdom Hearts or Talisman Kingdom Hearts looks pretty awesome by the way. But that Harry Potter and Kingdom Hearts seem to be the only completely different talisman, and then it has like expansions and stuff. It's just so cool. I could only imagine how cool the Kingdom Hearts one. But Harry Potter is easy for my family to get into because all of them have seen seen the movies and read the books, so we're all very familiar with the Harry Potter universe. Where Kingdom Hearts, I mean, it has Disney, um, but it also has so much other stuff too. It could be really kind of I want it. That'll probably be my next goal is to find Kingdom Hearts talisman and get it too. There we go. Like I know I have kind of disappointing all in all, if I'm being honest. But I know that at this point I was grading kind of bottom of the barrel type of deal. I wasn't grading like $1,000 cards or anything like that. Two seconds. So I'm actually kind of surprised that there aren't more versions of how I guess it's just not that popular of a game, unfortunately. But the game I used to play with a friend, his name is Tim, or is Tim. I'm sure he's still alive, but I used to play with him a lot, and he and I collectively had a lot of the expansions, or digitally, because it's a game on Steam too. But like there was one where like death was there, roll a one, you would also then roll for death, and you could send death towards them. And Harry Potter kind of has that, where if you roll one, you move Voldemort, and Voldemort kind of goes towards them. It's a very similar set of I thought was really kind of cool. But the expansion like really actually expanded the board. I don't think many people would be big enough for people to get all of these things. It's so wild. It's such a wild ride too, and it's just a fantastic game. It's something that I think more people would enjoy if they gave it the time. I really might end up playing it sometime. Um, either as a just one episode stream type of deal, or um, I don't know. I don't know how I'd go about doing it. I have thought about having a kind of like a series of one-offs where I go around playing the like digital versions of the board games that I enjoy, that I have. Because I have quite a few games that I don't think would make good series, but maybe good episodes. home safety hotline as a game that I don't think would necessarily make a good series, but maybe a good episode. Ticket to Ride, the game I enjoyed. Again, good series, a good episode, a good series. Um, I have recorded. It was actually the first thing I ever recorded. Maybe I deleted it. Maybe I decided against it. I had at one point recorded a playthrough of Scribble Knots, but that's a very short game. This must have been part of that one bundle. I have a game on here called Fahrenheit Indigo, obviously remastered. I don't remember even being on my list. I bought a bundle a while back ago for like $8 that had like a few really good games, like Detroit Become Human and Heavy Rain and Beyond. Credit to Beyond Two Souls. I don't know, I thought about doing the whole potatoes, but I can. That's kind of I don't know, a boring game. I enjoy it, but I can see where other people would find it boring. Or like doing an episode on like this Magic the Gathering arena deck that I played that was really fun. Or Hearthstone. I could probably make a whole channel on Hearthstone, but sorry. Try to end up pausing again so I can go take care of that as well. I have this game called Shotgun King Final Checkmate that's like a roguelike chest lock type game. Or Shell Shock is a tank type game, like old school tank type game. Kind of figure out the trajectory of your shots and stuff. That again I find fun. But I don't think it would make a good series. Or the Kingdoms is Sophie at the Jump game. I don't even know if it's still going, if I'm being honest. No updates in 2020 doesn't necessarily it's not still going. Um, that's really all I can think of right now. I'm sure there's other stuff. Actually, I'm not gonna pause the thing. I am just gonna step away and go grab a soda real quick. It shouldn't take very long. I will be right back. Sorry for the silence. sorry about that. I am very interested in hearing about if anyone else has any um, passion games that they really enjoy that are like more tabletopy that they would maybe recommend. Um, I am interested in maybe any game that you would be interested in seeing, in either just a one-off or a series on. I have a lot of games in my Steam library, and it'd be very fun to kind of maybe at least do at least 8 episodes of each game. There's some games that are like so old that just don't play. Like it's good. Like this one's telling me to upgrade the driver of my field card. Ooh, I might, I might look into some stuff. I don't know. Also, that's not my neighbors. That I think would be a good one-off game. There's a game that um my wife and I played called Space Lines from Far Out. That's kind of like a roguelike. You're on a spaceship. It's kind of like you're on this a cruise ship. I don't. Doesn't really do it justice. It's also not an airplane. You're flying through space, and you're the captain of the ship. And you're in my wife's specific case, she's like the air hostess of the ship, and you have passengers who will get hungry and you have to feed them, or you'll need gas, or you need to make a pit stop, or sometimes there's asteroid belts or asteroid forests that you have to navigate through, and you're trying to get to this destination that's essentially space Las Vegas. And um, while you're not given the exact same kind of map each time, it is very similar. There is not that much of a difference between one another. And it's kind of random of what kind of upgrades you can buy. You can buy upgrades for your ship, and um, we had gotten to this point where we were so I can't really say that we were good at the game, but like we were good at the game, and we got comfortable with it. That our ship was just decked out. We won like two twice in a row, back to back. It was hugely decked out ship. It was always insured, which is like the kind of a way that you can kind of benefit. You can have a chance to go to this random planet that has a bank and insure your spaceship, and then whatever upgrades you have, you get the next time you go. And you can earn a ridiculous amount of money, and then if you win, you kind of keep all that money, and then you can buy another ship or a different ship or more upgrades. It's really fun. I don't think we can make it into a series. It's not one that you. It takes very long to get to that point. You know what I mean? But maybe just an episode wouldn't be too hard to do or too outrageous to do. Actually, while I'm recording and looking for stuff to talk about, I don't mind going through the list of games I do have on Steam. I do have it semi segmented where I have like, as I said, Home Safety Hotline, which is the game that you're like a 911 operative, and people are like, hey, this is what's going on, and you're like, well, hang on, let me look up those symptoms, and like, it kind of sounds like you have a this, and sometimes it's a completely normal thing, like, oh, you have a mouse, and other times it's, oh, you have a goblin, or whatever, and it can get kind of creepy. It's pretty fun, though. And then I have Lego Harry Potter, pretty well known. That's Not My Neighbors. One of those is kind of on the creepy side where um you're like behind this desk and someone's trying to get into the you're like a doorman and someone's trying to get in and they present ID and all this other stuff and you're trying to figure out if they're real or not. And sometimes it's pretty obvious. They have 12 eyes or something. And sometimes they're the only flaw is that they have something small missing out identification. So yeah, Ticket to Ride, which is one that's not necessarily working for me. Board game, pretty fun. Greenspan uh, is another board game made digital. I love Greenspan. I have it physically. I love playing it. It's such a high quality game. The that they used to make the game is so high quality. It is just beautiful. It's just fantastic. I love it to death. Love it. I have a game called 10 Million, which is kind of like a match 3 type game. It's also kind of roguelike-y, where you're trying to buy upgrades to your runs and stuff. And the ultimate goal is to get 10 million points. Pretty simple. Pretty straightforward idea. I have Alan Wake, which I also think is a pretty well known horror type game. I'm just a chicken crap though. I suck at horror games. I don't know why I ever got any of the ones that were on my list. I have Alan Wake's American Nightmare, which I think just kind of came with Alan Wake. I never even installed it. I don't think. I have All Zombies Must Die, which is kind of like a top-down, kind of like a Diablo uh, stick shooter from the memory of it. It's been a long time since I played that game. It's cute. Uh, Kind of has like 3D zombie horror type game. Amnesia, again, horror game. I have a playtime of 20 minutes on it. Don't understand why I got it. I am so much of a chicken crap game. Uh, Another World, also formerly known as Out of This World. Super fun game. It's from like the Sega Genesis era. Side scrolling. Super fun. That also would probably make a very, if not just a one episode, a very short series. I don't think I've ever even beaten it, if I'm being 100% honest. I've seen, like, I'm a huge Game Grumps fan. I've seen where Dan Evidon beat it. I've seen other people beat it. I think I've seen my brother beat it, if I remember right. But, yeah. I have this mania ball of that trip. I think it's a classic franchise game. I think my friend my memory is, and it's actually funny. I actually talked to him and he has a. I was the one who got him into it, and my memory was the other way around. That he got me open back. Yeah, that was 9 bucks. Right. He got me into it, and the difference memory there. Kind of Ark Survival of the Fittest. That was such and Survival Evolved such a waste of my money. I hated that game to its absolute core. I apparently have 5 hours, but that must have been forced in me trying to enjoy this game. Oh, this is really off the bat. And I have a second season 2. I think Brotherhood is 2 3. I think they have Assassin's Creed 3 is the third Assassin's Creed. I played and beat 1. I know that for sure. Um, and I really enjoyed it. And I know that the premise of the game is not realistic, but I really thought it was just gonna be like you matrixing yourself into this universe and um kind of unlocking the history of your family or whatever, the secrets or whatever. But then it got weird and not in a way that I enjoyed. So the first one is the only one I've played to completion. Very happy I've gotten this far so quickly too, in my opinion. Day 17, not too bad. 42 to 53, that's pretty awesome. $100 pack. Ew. Not too bad, not too bad. That's okay, yeah. Not great. Not great either, honestly. I have a game called Audio Serve, which I think it used to be so much better. It could really use an update. Um, but you like played it was like a Guitar Hero type game where you used your mouse and you're trying to. It was like Guitar meets Tetris. It was it was insane. It used to be a lot more fun because, well, let's be honest, piracy was a lot more dominant of a way to listen to music, and you could use your own MP3s. And I don't know if there's a way for me to legally do that now or not. And I don't want to get into pirating music. If I'm honest, I'm happy with Spotify. It was a fun game. Aurora used to love watching me play that game. It was really fun for her. Oops, sorry about this. Sorry about this. Trying to fix it. There we go. Kind of. Gonna try and fix it more. Get me to drag anything. Right there. I think I fixed it. That'll be interesting to see how it comes out. I'm so sorry. future Telltale game that I also never played. It was just, I don't know, just what I was in the mood when I tried playing it, I guess I should say. Baldur's Gate 3, going to be a huge waste of my money. Huge waste of my time. It's just not my game, man. It's just not my kind of game. That's the kind of game that you have to, uh, for me at least, have a long queue. And those just take too much for me. $60 is really good for what I'm buying that game. I also have Battleborn. I'm not sure if anyone's gonna remember Battleborn. It came out, I think, roughly shortly before Overwatch did. It was supposed to be an Overwatch competitor. Overwatch just creamed it in every way possible, and it just made it. That's a pretty good game. So was that $6 one too. Oh, nice, $108. That's awesome. Uh, but I was so sad that Battleborn just died just completely. But still, I think it was better than Overwatch in a lot of ways. And honestly, how people were expecting from Overwatch 2 and stuff, Battleborn delivered on. Battleborn delivered on everything you would hope for. And it's such a good game. Another game that would be good as a one off. I could maybe argue as a five off in a very oddly specific way is Bejeweled 3. And I can only argue that that could be a five off because of the different modes. The 7 episodes completely dedicated to each mode. But even that's kind of pushing it for me. Let's look through your stats. 16, nice. Can't argue with any of that. 9, $191. That's awesome. $3. Not great. Oh, horrible. $6 is pretty nice. $2. What? $39. That's nice. $4 is nice. All right, that was awesome. That's really good. Bunch of pulls. I have Beyond Two Souls, as I said earlier. I don't know anything about it. I never played it. I've heard really good things though. I have the entire Bioshock series. Loved every game. 100% loved every. No complaints, no fixes. Loved it. I also have the entire Borderlands series. Some complaints. uh, Borderlands 1, super dated, super boring. I will never get over how underwhelmed I felt when I faced the final boss of Borderlands 1. Borderlands 2, super awesome. I have an ungodly amount of time that I know I've clocked. This says 162, but that's not counting the fact that I also played it on other consoles. Delicious. Borderlands 3, I think it got way too much hate. I love the Borderlands 3. I love the story of it. I love the action of it. I love the classes. I love the end game. The DLC. Beautiful. Borderlands 4. Um, I think I need to give it another chance. if I'm being honest. Not a huge fan of it. Might definitely need to give it another chance. We'll see. We'll see what happens when I cross that bridge. Borderlands 3 sequel film is hands down the garbage ever was garbage. Hate that game. I will play it again sometime. I might even play it for the channel, but I do so with my teeth gritted. I hated a lot of about that game. It just was not fun. I have Hollow, which I could probably argue for a one-off episode of. It's a Smash Brothers type clone. I think it's cool. I think a lot of what they do for it is interesting. Not my cup of tea. Row Force. I I played this game. I don't remember too much about it. I remember it being kind of a side-scrolling type of game, and those, typically speaking, are not my cup of tea. Just isn't. Real Legend is a fun game that I admittedly have never beaten. I always have super bad ADD, but I love Double Fine as a company. I've loved every game I've played, except for like the one that was like Russian Dolls. Didn't care for that one. I have Bully on here. Love that game. I think it's a little dated. I think the gameplay is dated. I think the dialogue is dated. I think if they ever did a remaster of it, I would almost want it to be just a completely new game. But that's not to say that it wasn't wonderful at the time and I didn't appreciate it for what it was worth. I have Call of Duty Black Ops 2 on here. I also will say I think this was a waste of my money and time. Mainly only got it for the multiplayer. Chuck's Challenge is a fun game. If you're um old enough or you're enough to remember Chips Challenge, it's basically that. It's basically just that game. I think it even has a lot of the same levels to it. Clicker Heroes on that, which is not. It's just not a game. It's just not. Um, Counter Strike 2 again on again probably a hot take here. Uh, Huge waste of time for me. I have 31 hours on it. I played it a lot. I suck at this game. I can't. They can't explain how suck I am at this game. Patchman 2 4, excellent game. I have not beaten it on the computer. I did beat it on the console though. Loved it. Loved it. Don't think I could ever 100% it though. Don't think I could. Same thing about the Insane trilogy. I have that. It's fantastic. Beating the whole thing. I 100% the first game to much of my dismay. Um, won't ever 100% it again. I'm fine with just beating the story. Curse of the Dead Gods is a roguelike, kind of like Hades, that type of game. Um, Super fun, super dark, has interesting, unique gameplay mechanics to it. That was actually a game that it had in-game cheats to it that I used, and honestly, those in-game cheats helped me learn the game better. and then I went on to beat it legitimately. Um, that was a lot of fun. Cyberpunk 2077, kind of a waste of money. I plan on getting into it. I have less than an hour of playing. It just didn't pull me in, but I also had kind of an unfun computer to play it on. Dead Island 2 or Dead Island 1 specifically. Sorry, I'm getting numbers here. Um, I think it's great. I think it's fantastic. I have on here Epidemic, and I don't really know plan. I don't remember anything about that. And I believe Riptide, if I remember right, is just Dead Island 1 with the DLC and kind of redone a little bit. Um, don't really understand why I have these games on my list, but that's how Steam sales work. Am I right? Um, I'll probably play that. I don't remember if I think I did. I'll probably play that on for the channel sometime. I really enjoyed playing it. I think it's a lot of fun. Uh, Dead Rising 2, I obviously enjoy that, right? It's my um pilot series, like, love it. The comfort food for me. Uh, I highly recommend watching through that series as I upload it. Deadpool, Deadpool the game. Um, I beat it. It wasn't what I was expecting. I probably would play it again, but uh, it's just a beat 'em up. If I remember right, it's just a beat 'em up, which it's fine, but it's just eh. I have a game called Defense Grid, which is a tower defense game, and then Defense Grid 2, which, spoiler alert, it's just the same thing. Detroit Become Human, I think it's a beatable game. I did play through that game on the PlayStation. I have it here on Steam. Like I said before, I got it for a super big deal. I have, I think, all the day is extra game. Again, huge waste of my money. I don't know why. It wasn't my type. That was more of my brother's game, not mine. Dishonored 1 specifically. I did not beat it. I don't think it's a bad game. I just didn't beat it. It's hard. It's hard. And I have really bad ADD. Divinity Original Sin 2, that was a waste of money. I know some people who would hold that game to such a high pedestal, and good for them. I think honestly, a friend of mine got me that game, and I played it with them. But Doodle God Blitz again. I a game that I could probably argue an episode. It's a mobile game on Steam. It's what it is. It's fun. It's silly. You kind of like merge two items to try and make a different item, and you kind of trying to make the universe this way. Dota 2. um, I think I didn't ever really play Dota. That was a Warcraft 3 game, like something that someone put together. Um, and I don't really understand why I ever downloaded it. But I don't. I hope I didn't pay for it. It's the least I could say. I did play League of Legends though. I played the shit out of that game. Elden Ring, huge waste of money. Um, that's, I just, it's a great game. I suck at. If I was to play it for the channel, I would use a lot of cheats and a lot of walkthroughs. Uh, it's just not my steez. And Oblivion, I never beat it. I never even got very far. I don't think. Um, but I love Skyrim. I have Skyrim on here. Elder Scrolls Online. Put some hours on. Those are all pretty fantastic games. Fable Anniversary. I have never actually played Fable Anniversary. I tried doing it for the channel. I ended up giving up. I'll try again some other time. Just wasn't for me. Fable 3 though, I really love that game. Really, really love that game. I think it got more hit than it deserved. I actually reference this game a lot when I talk politics or when I talk certain other things. I reference this game a lot. I think it's fantastic. It's one of my favorite games. Definitely one of my favorite franchises. Been a fair Indigo Prophecy, I said before, don't know anything about it. I think it was part of um the Detroit Become Human thing. Fallout 3, never beat, never got very far in it. Fallout 4, same thing, never beat, never got very far into it. Fallout New Vegas, though, didn't beat. Got, I think, pretty far into it, but it's buggy now. I probably won't play it again. Unless I play it once for the channel and see if it happens again. You know what I mean? Show you guys what I see. Actually, that's not the worst idea for me. I might actually do that. 40. I will take this. So I'll stop reading the games I have on Steam and take this moment to thank you for allowing me to enable to you for watching. Do you agree with what I've good 21 bucks pretty good said so far about my game? Are you interested in hearing what I have to say about any other games? I haven't played Steam. I do. I'm only at F's so far. Um. Uh. What are some of your hot takes about some of these games? Thank you for supporting me. I really do appreciate it. If you don't mind, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Oh, here's the guide plan. Awesome. Beautiful. Love it. Love it. I consider those more going back to those all boiled. Obviously the bear ones are the ghost ones. Looking forward to one of those. Anyway, please like, subscribe, check out the Dead Rising series. I have a Spyro series. Ooh, that's awesome too. I have a Spyro series coming out after the Dead Rising series. I'm very much excited for that. Has completely wrapped and is done recording at the time of this recording. Ooh, God, these are awesome poll. And then the series that will take place after this, because I'm taking a break during the Survivor Series. Spoiler alert. Is Schedule One. That's a fun life similar type game that I think is quite enjoyable. Uh, I'm looking forward to you guys seeing those. That one I began streaming on. So not only am I streaming it, but I'm recording it for episodes of this. So um, those will be, if you watch my streams, you've already seen that content. If you don't watch my streams, it's all new. And I encourage you to watch my streams when they happen. I record every other day. I recorded earlier tonight. Um, yeah, it's been a lot of fun working on it, and I've gotten pretty far so far in that series. I'm so happy about all of it. And I hope that you will tune in. I hope you can make it to some of the streams. I'm having fun doing this, and I hope you're having fun watching it. I thank anyone and everyone for their support through all of this. My wife has been very supportive. My daughter's been very supportive. Um, I do. I look forward very much to keep doing this and maybe making a career out of it. And if you can help me make that dream come true, I I really do appreciate it. So again, like, comment, and subscribe to this video and to my channel. Um, hopefully you can join me on my streams. I might end up um, making the streaming thing a more of a regular thing that I do. Because that's been fun for me. I did make some adjustments to the last video where I used a wired mouse and wired keyboard, and it worked fantastically. Apparently, streaming and recording and uploading a video all at the same time really messes with my wireless mouse and keyboard. Who knew? Who knew? Apparently, my computer did. So again, I will let this go on for the rest of the episode. I'll do a couple more reviews. We have Fallout Shelter. Again, a mobile game on Steam. I think it's a fun little game. I actually got pretty far into it when I was playing it. I have Farm for Your Life. Don't. I think I was expecting one thing and I got another sort of thing with this. It may not be a terrible game. It just wasn't for me. I have 118 minutes on it. I might try it again sometime. Who knows? Might be a one-off episode turn series. Um, but that looks like it's the end of the episode. Thank you again for watching. Um, have a good night, guys.